Welcome to JR's Corner. You made it. Thanks for coming. See? It's my corner right there. See the corner? Corner? See it? Anyways. So, today's video is going to be about things that I learned making episode 1 that maybe someone else can learn from. Things that I learned to help make videos better, just by doing it. The first thing is going to be fixing the camera, because, oh my gosh. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's dig into things that I learned. Obviously the camera, portrait mode. No, I think it had its place in a few spots, but oh my gosh, was that annoying? I think that was kind of annoying. It was always in portrait mode. You could only see like this ugly mug. Anyways, so I wanted to share a few other things that I noticed. The next thing is going to be my volume. I got this fancy little earpiece that does a good job talking on the phone and whatever, and I figured it would work good for making videos. But apparently when I'm outside, I come out really quiet. So, part of that was just because I was in a busy airport, not trying to draw attention to myself. I'm not looking for attention by any means. Just trying to share information and provide maybe a little bit of entertainment along the way with things that I do. So, one of those issues definitely volume, my voice, and obviously the wind in some of those shots did play a factor in that, because when is it ever windy in Arizona? Like, come on. Texas, I get it. They got wind farms there, for crying out loud. Like, whatever. So, I just trying to, make sure that I'm speaking at a volume that you guys can hear. The next thing that I noticed was when I'm talking to a camera, I tend to, my mind's just 5 different directions. I have a hard time, like, engaging you, the viewer, because, I got plenty to talk about. I mean, which is kind of funny in itself, like, if you actually know me, because I used to be pretty shy. But anyways, let's not get sidetracked. As one of my friends would say, short story long when it comes to me, whatever. But, I need to make sure that my thoughts are whatever a little bit there. So, clearly I'm doing it again. I mean, let's be real. We're doing it again. Come on, game face. Anyways, so it's not coronavirus, I swear. It's not. I've had, whatever. We're cool. We're good. So anyways, I just focusing on the camera. It's hard to interact when you're not talking to someone that you're actually having a conversation with, and even then, I'm kind of all over the place, and I don't know why. It's just how I am, and even though I try to sit there and stare at the little camera lens, it's just weird. Whatever. It is what it is. So, anyways, that's the next thing I noticed. The next item that I noticed after that was editing. Now, I've used Windows Media Player back in the day when it was like the only thing available to the average Joe who didn't want to, fork out for Adobe or whatever. My parents would never buy anything like that when I was a kid. So, I just used Windows Media Player that popped up on, whatever Windows version it came on, 98 or whatever it was, and tinker around with that. And, that's all fine and dandy, even though I was graduated high school, and that was what I messed with, even though it looked like I belonged in 8th grade with my product. That's what I messed with. And some poor people in this world actually got burned copies of that video or those videos on a CD. And if you have that, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Probably not. We're gonna go with not. But you never know. You never know. So, long story short, just editing in general has changed a lot. There's a lot more to it than when I was learning and as a kid messing around. And so, learning curve on that. And, I thought I did a pretty good job of pulling it together and with some help of my friends and whatever. So, I got it, the editing piece, there's definitely a learning curve that I'll be continuing to learn on and grow on. But, that just means that I have a lot more potential to bring even better content and even better, effects and cool stuff. And, you don't have to just sit here and listen to me ramble on for days at a time, while I'm traveling across the country trying to spit out like tour guide style, whatever. I don't know, whatever. But so that's the next item that I learned. When it comes to the videos, obviously I'm good with talking. I can talk. Yeah, I have no problem talking. It's just my camera, right? It's not going out to the internet, whatever. So just having fun. I'm about having fun. I'm pretty laid back dude. Clearly, I like Hot Wheels. I collect a lot of them. I also customize them. For any of you that are Hot Wheels collectors, this is one of my favorites. Let's see if we can't get a good shot of this. This is one that I put the lift on and got some bigger tires for. I call this one my little toy because it's my Toyota. And it's not nothing special. There's customizers out there that do way better than I do. But it's something to keep me busy. It's a fun little hobby. Do some wheel swaps or paint it, or there's lots of cool things you can do, and I'll probably share some of those with you. But by no means am I an expert in that in any way. I'm a former ASC certified mechanic, so I do like messing with my cars. Speaking of cars, my Acura, the one that we just went and picked up in New York, which there I go again. Like that. I went and picked that up in New York. I flew to New York to go pick that up. I was on the plane by myself, it was me. I don't know why I keep saying we, other than bringing you, the viewer, with, or whatever. So I forgot what I was saying. Oh yes, car, Acura. So there was a few things that I had done while it was in Pennsylvania before I had a chance to go pick it up. I got a steal on that car. Still, the same car here in Arizona, probably twice the miles for the price. I mean, just good deal. I'm happy with it. So even flying out there and paying a little bit for a dealership to do repairs, still worth it in my eyes. And that car is going to last me a long time. It's going to be a car that I tinker with, and it's a project car. It's going to be something that I make my own. And so obviously, like the seats, for example, big item that I need to get fixed. I'm going to get some good window tint on it. Hopefully down the road, wheels, tires, you name it, I'll be doing it. So it'll be a fun little project. I did have to have a few things done to the car. I'm going to get my head down a little bit lower. Had to do a few things to the car. The timing belt I had done, the water pump. They also replaced the radiator cap, all at the dealer in Pennsylvania. I wanted to make sure it was going to make the journey. Didn't need a timing belt breaking on me along the way. Knew I wasn't going to have time to check it. So that's usually my MO. I'll work on just about anything if I have the time to do it. If I'm not going to have the time, I know I'm not going to have the time, I'll make sure that somebody that can do it, and there's a guarantee there that it's going to be done right. I'll make sure that it gets done that way, so that way I don't have to worry about it. I also did have to take it to the dealer here once I got it here, because driving across the country, one of the things that kept happening was the Titan fuel cap alert kept popping on. And normally that would be like a gas cap, maybe the little O-ring is worn. But in my case, not only was it the gas cap, but it was also the evap purge valve was stuck open. And so it was constantly leaking. Granted, it's a sealed system, but it's a sealed system if the gas cap's tight. So the gas cap wasn't tight, but then the evap purge valve was always stuck open. So then it was just seeing a leak because that purge valve was open. So that's a couple of things I hadn't done. But other than that, the car's, drove great, no complaints at all. It has plenty of get up and go. Per my video, if you didn't see it, it's an automatic, which I really wanted the manual, but at the end of the day, I'm okay with the automatic because I do have a manual in my Accord, and so if I need to get my manual on, I'll just take that. And the Type S in a manual is, we got these these little shady dealerships that are picking these up, and they are price gouging the crap out of those Type S manuals because they know how rare they are. And I would have paid triple what I paid for my car had I got a manual. So just save the money, put it into making it nice and making it my own, and then have some left over to spare, or put it towards other projects. Like there's definitely plenty of other things that the money can go towards project wise. So wanted to make sure we made a smart thing on that. And then as you've seen in the video, I do have a few other cars. I got my tow pig, my dually. She is a 93 Chevy 3500 with the 454 TBI 454 7.4 liter V8. She's a gas hog. She tows like a horse, but she does not like to tow like a horse going up hills. Doesn't like that at all. In fact, the last time I tried it, I blew up my transmission. But story for another day. And then I got my Suburban, which gets the fan bam around, and then my Cord. So definitely plenty of cars in the stable to work with. Plus, I've got plenty of other projects. From Hot Wheels to house projects to car projects to toy projects, like plenty of things to keep everybody busy. A little bit for everything. And I kind of look at myself as a MacGyver of sorts. I like to make sure that I am doing things safe, but sometimes maybe an alternate way of doing it than how it would have normally been done. So definitely one of my fortes, if you will. And then if you don't know who MacGyver is, Google it, because one of the best shows in the 80s. Date myself there a little bit. I don't remember everything. Come on. Like, who remembers the 80s? All you had in the 80s was Dukes of Hazzard, Knight Rider, Fall Guy, A-Team, and MacGyver. Like, come on. It's all a kid has to worry about, right? Key-Man. It's just not the same, I'm telling you. Anyways, different subject. Gotta keep myself focused. Gotta keep myself on track. We're gonna get this video is getting kind of long. Don't want to keep rambling on. I'm sure you don't want to hear it, so we're gonna just wrap it up here. Any other suggestions for editing, for video making? If you guys have anything, I want to hear it because I want to get better at this. I think this is something that's kind of fun to to do this, and it's something that I want to get better at. Obviously, being in quarantine or self-isolating or whatever you're calling it these days, with all these wackos that are stealing all the food, not stealing, but hoarding food and toilet paper, what the crap, and literally. Anyways, it's just kind of a weird time. Things feel weird, but I'm stuck in the house, so I might as well do something, right? So give me your thoughts, give me your suggestions, like and subscribe, and let me know so I can make things better. Let me make better content. Give me ideas that I can do better. What bugs you? Let me hear it, because that's what I'm here to do, is to learn and to become better. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.